Hi, my name is Gaurav Rastogi, and the story I'm about to tell you is so common you might think I'm talking about a company you know. But sadly, it's a story so common that it's predictable and inevitable, like a Japanese commuter train. Usually goes like this. There's a company in growth trouble. Sales have plateaued. Their growth is flagging. They are now in the process of letting go of the last suffering sales leader. And through a very elaborate and public exercise, they now hire a set of exceptional sales leaders. 12 months elapse, and there have been mixed results. People are not receiving bonuses in their bank accounts and are reconsidering their life choices. Within 18 months, the entire set of new leaders leaves the organization, and now this is a company in growth trouble that is in the process of letting go of the last suffering sales leader. The process repeats. This is the sales cycle of doom, and I'll talk to you about how people get in there and how they can get out of it. Now, the first reason is they may be bad hires. Not because that they are bad people or their resumes were incorrect, not so at all. Usually, the reason is more uh, what you might get from this video clip.
You ever hear the saying, you run into an asshole in the morning, you ran into an asshole? You run into assholes all day, you're the asshole.
So one bad hire understood, pardon the language on that video. One bad hire is understood, but if the entire team fails, it's got to be deeper than that. One reason is they may be fish out of water. They may be coming in from structured sales organization and find themselves in a chaotic, unstructured organization. The next is the people that are hired might be too senior and would need the help of junior resources that are missing to be fully successful. Another reason is they may be culturally out of sync. They may come from a permission and consensus culture and find themselves in a cowboy, shoot first and beg for forgiveness later type of culture. And finally, people build deep synergies with their teams, and when taken out of those teams, they do not achieve the same level of success. They need their old team back. So, reason number one, bad hires. Reason number two is bad onboarding. This is a really important reason. One of the things that I've seen here is no one has shared the story of the company with the new hires who are now scrambling to scrape together information, or they still remember and reuse content from their prior organization because they don't know what this company is good at. Next, connections. Failure to make connections with those critical people that truly make the company work, and an inability to call people up and ask for help. Another reason is not actually talking to real clients and hearing what the clients love about this company and what they'd like to see improved. And finally, the onboarding is one sided. Even if it's done, no one has actually calibrated the language, the tone of voice, and the content of what the leaders have understood and are going to use with their clients. So, no playback has been involved in the onboarding. That's the second reason. The third reason is that they were set up to fail. One of the examples here is not enough time has been given to to get the results of the things that they're doing. Usually, there's technical debt. Similar to technical debt, there's sales debt in terms of organizational and structure issues that need to be solved before the company can resume its growth trajectory. This might be an unbalanced team. Key critical roles might be missing, and that leads to a failure. Another is an inability to document and review expectations at all steps of the cycle. Finally, and I see this too often, the loyalists, old timers, feel threatened by the new professionals being hired, and there's a process of stalling or not supporting passively, and that leads to this failure as well. So, is it inevitable to stay in a sales cycle of doom? Absolutely not. I have seen several examples of companies coming out of this cycle of doom. Here are a few things that I recommend doing to beat the cycle. Number one, give time. Give it time for things to mature and develop. The next is to back up the leaders and back off. Do not try to micromanage because then they'll get frustrated and leave anyway. Onboard strong. Spend a lot of effort, even more effort than the hiring process, on the onboarding process. I've built several of these systems. They work, but you have to do it very strongly. And finally, let them bring some parts of their old team into the new organization so they can find strength and then create a very vibrant organization. My name is Gaurav Rastogi. You can reach me at gaurav at doloopdigital.com, and you can come to me with your problems. I'd be happy to give you advice on how to beat your sales cycle of doom. Thank you very much. Look forward to hearing from you.